We felt the full force of winter recently with frigid temps and plowable snow. We sat down with the Emergency Management Program Coordinator for the town of Needham, Rebecca Ping, to find out how we can build a kit, make a plan, and stay informed.
Hypothermia and frostbite can happen extremely quickly in these temperatures, less than 30 minutes with any exposure, so make sure to dress in lots of light, loose layers instead of one heavy layer if you happen to be out in the snow. If your pipes begin to freeze, do not try to warm them with a flame or torch of any sort. Make sure you're calling your plumber so you don't cause any further problems. If you lose heat in your home while you're waiting for help for those few hours, make sure to move to a single room to keep all your heat source in one location. You can cover windows and doors with extra blankets, but really if it's too cold, please move to a friend or a neighbor's house. Move to a different location to keep yourself comfortable. Throughout the storms, make sure you continue to check many different sources to follow along and keep yourself informed. Check your local media sources, National Weather Service. You can visit the Town of Needham website at www.needhamma.gov. Make sure you keep your cell phone fully charged throughout any storms and through the winter, and keep extra chargers and batteries on hand, so that way you're able to call for help in an emergency. We recommend staying off the roads during any major storms, but if for any reason you do need to drive in the bad weather, make sure your car is safe and ready to go. Make sure it's operationally ready by checking things like your fluids, windshield washer fluid, antifreeze, your brakes, your battery, all those types of things, so that way your car will operate properly and you won't be stranded on the side of the road. Also, build your kit. Make sure your car is winterized for the storm. Make sure to have a snow shovel, ice scraper, jumper cables, maybe sand or kitty litter for your car for traction in case you get stuck, flashlights, flares, first aid kit, some non-perishable food items on you also. These are all very important to keeping yourself safe. Just like your car, we suggest you winterize your personal emergency kit. We'd like you to have one in your home too. Make sure you have food and water on hand for 3 days per person. We recommend 1 gallon of water per person per day. Also, don't forget your pet. They will need food and water also. Need medication on hand that will last for 7 days. Also need extra blankets, gloves, things of that nature in case you have momentary loss of heat or electricity during the winter storms. Have flashlights on hand and lots of extra batteries. Make sure those batteries fit the devices that you need. Having a lot of AAA batteries, but your remote takes AA, doesn't really help you in that situation. So make sure you're properly preparing and getting all the supplies you need on hand that fit what you need during an emergency. If you are using canned food for certain scenarios, make sure you have a manual can opener, because if your electricity goes out, unfortunately, your electrical can opener will not work for you. Multi-tools are always good to have on hand too, just in case. Make sure you have a fire extinguisher ready. And while we're talking about fire safety, make sure to check your fire alarms and your carbon monoxide alarms so that way they're functioning properly and have full batteries to last you through the winter. And lastly, be a good neighbor. Make sure to check up on friends, families, and neighbors, especially those that may live by themselves, the elderly, those with medical conditions, or those that might just need a little extra help during the time of the storm. For fire home safety, make sure you visit the Department of Fire Services website at www.mass.gov/DFS. You can also visit the Town of Needham website to get town-specific updates at www.needhamma.gov. And we'd like you to sign up for the town's reverse 911 system, Rave Alert, at www.needhamma.gov/NeedhamEM.